Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am in a space that I hope will ultimately be my place where I record videos, but right now it's kind of a mess. We're still unpacking and moving in and all of that stuff, so bear with me. One day it will look cute and pretty back here. But for now it is what it is, so that's what it is. If you're new here, my name is Sharia Maurice and I'm a homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos, ages 2, 4, and 6. Now today I am sharing with you my planning for the year process, like the actual, dig in and thought and everything that goes into my planning for our homeschool day and our homeschool year and our homeschool week, all of those. Now I've shared videos on, options and how to in fact plan your homeschool year and day and week and all of that. But this video is more specific to my family and how I plan out our specific homeschool and how I do that based on what we've got going on, what we're working through, what needs to be accomplished, all of that stuff. I'm factoring in all of those things. So it's gonna be really rough and raw and just personal to me and my family. So I hope that this video will help you, give you some ideas on how you can schedule and plan out your homeschool year. We are actually wrapping up our school year this week. As of this video, I'm filming on a Wednesday and we finish on Friday. So it'll be a quiet affair. I have done a whole video on ideas for celebrating on that last day of school, and I'll link that for you. But this year with the move and everything, I've just pared it down to the bare minimum and I'm not trying to do anything extra. And so we're just gonna quietly finish out this school year and be done for 3 weeks. That's how long we ever take off at school. And then in 3 weeks, we'll get back to the books and start our new school year. And so that's what I'm prepping for now. This is actually the latest that I've ever done it. Usually I do it at the beginning of spring, like March, or middle of March, end of March, but we're at the end of May now. And like I said, since we only have 3 weeks between our school years, there's not a lot of time. And I usually like to spend our summer break doing summer break stuff and not planning, even though this stuff is fun for me, but it's good. So I'm just gonna get right into it and kind of explain to you my process and how I do it. The first thing I did was put together our homeschool year. We school year round, and I kind of do a mix of public school scheduling and Sabbath schooling. I did a whole video on it. I will link that below for you, but I put together our homeschool schedule for the year so I can get the big picture of when we're actually doing school. And then the next thing I do when planning our school day and week and stuff like that is first I start with the days of the week and the days that we school. So we only school Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesdays and the weekends are off for us. So I don't plan any actual school work to be done on those days. So I just write at the top, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I write just roughly on the side here for my oldest and for my daughter. So first I figured out for each child how many lessons I wanted them to accomplish in each week. And this is just a general framework. What actually happens during the school year will vary based off of this. So this just gives me a guide to follow, and just kind of an idea of where our school year is going to go. But I don't live by this, like we have got to do 4 lessons this week for reading no matter what. No, that's not the case. If my son needs time to slow down, then I will let him slow down and I'll readjust for the next school year. So I just like to have an overview of what I'm looking at the start of the school year. These plans are meant to be broken, just so you know. So once I've figured out, for my son, I want him to do 4 lessons a week in his reading book, and he's doing the Good and the Beautiful reading level K. So 40 lessons is all he has left from this past school year. So I want him to really finish up that book and be done with it at the beginning of the school year. So we're doing 4 lessons a week, which is pretty much on pace with what we've been doing. Since we started this book last year, later, like midway through our school year, he's a little bit behind. And so just for my own brain, I like to get him, on track with where he's supposed to be and stuff. But like I said, that's just my own brain. What actually happens in reality will obviously be different. Or it could, in a perfect world, work out exactly how I plan it, but I doubt it. I just like to have a plan so that I can break it. So for his reading, he'll do 4 lessons a week in reading. For his copy work, his practice handwriting, I'm just going to do 2 lessons a week. I started out last year thinking that he would do copy work every single day, but I realized that that's just not necessary, and so we ended up only doing about 2 lessons a week for his copy work. So I'm just going to keep that going. And then for his math, he's in level 1, so he's a little above his public school grade level for his age, because he's doing level 1 math, and he only has 50 lessons left in that. So I'm actually going to slow that down for him so that he doesn't have to finish this book necessarily this coming school year. So we have done 4 lessons a week for math, sometimes 3, just depending on how quickly he grasps a concept. And so allow him the whole year of 2022-2023 to finish level 1. And all we have left is 50 lessons, which is very doable. So that's about 2 lessons a week, give or take. And I think that would be very reasonable for him to accomplish. So that reduces his overall load of schoolwork during the week. For my daughter, I'm going to start her on the kindergarten primer, or the primer K book, whatever. They just came out, Good and Beautiful just came out with kindergarten prep. And in my view of it, I had actually bought the primer, the K primer, at a discount because they were discontinuing it for my son. And so I'm like, well, I need to get him something and we need to get reading going. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. And that was good because they hadn't come out with the kindergarten prep book yet. And I liked it. We did great. We worked through it and we did pretty quickly, and he moved on, and it got him prepared and ready for Good and the Beautiful. And I'm so happy with it. And so I still have access, obviously, to the digital copy of Primer K. And when I saw the new kindergarten prep come out for the Good and Beautiful, it was tempting to want to get it because it's new and exciting and fun. But I realized that I have the Primer K already, so for me that's a free cost right there because I've already used it for one child and now I can use it again. And the way I see it, it worked for me with my son, and my daughter she just finished the preschool of Good and Beautiful, and she is already, she's already starting to read. I'm very impressed with the Good and the Beautiful. I can't highly recommend them enough for reading. We really struggled, me and my son, to get reading going and get him reading, and Good and the Beautiful really helped us to do that. And so I'm really confident that my daughter will just take off with it. And so she's only 4. She's 4 right now. She'll be 5 in January. And so I don't want to go with her too fast through this because she is so young, but she's just been, raring to go for school for so long. She loves doing what her older brother has to do and wants to do. And so I've decided that I'm going to have her go through the Primer K, the one that we already have, not the new one, because I know it works just fine. And there are only 36 lessons, I think, in the Primer K. 34. There are 34 lessons in the Primer K. So I'm actually going to stretch that out over the course of the whole year. Our school year is 36 weeks, and so that reduces itself to 1 lesson a week. So she's going to have 1 sit-down reading lesson a week, but I do plan to have her do, little reading exercises or review of reading concepts throughout the week, probably once or twice more throughout the week. But we're not doing an actual sit-down lesson. I want it to still be fun and enjoyable for her, and I know that doing a lesson, an actual sit-down lesson, is fun and enjoyable for her, but I do have other things that I plan for her to do. She will have her copywork lessons. I'm going to do only 2 lessons a week for that. The first term, we're going to be focusing on all capital letters. The second term will be lowercase letters. And then the third term, we'll put it all together into small words. I'm doing the Charlotte Mason style of copywork because it's just easy and free. And then for math, I'm actually going to get her started on Simply Math Level K. And I haven't purchased that yet, but I plan to. We love math for my son. He started at level 1 because before we were doing master books. Master books was good until level 1, and then it didn't work for us. And so Good and Beautiful Math is great, and I would love to have my daughter start at the beginning. And so I need to get the level K math for her. And it's 120 lessons. And so since she is only 4 years old, I'm going to actually have her do half of the book in 1 year. And I know that this won't be a problem for her because she loves to do schoolwork. So that only comes down to about 60 lessons for the year. And so that would be about 2 lessons a week. So based on the reading, writing, and math, this is the stuff that I plan for in our week. And their time slots as far as how our day goes. So once I have that information, then I plug it into our week. So for my son, I know that he's doing reading every day. So I put reading under Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then for math and copywork, I know he's only doing it, both of those, 2 days a week. So math Monday, copywork Tuesday, math Thursday, copywork Friday. And then for my daughter, the same kind of thing. I'm just plugging it in. So I know that she's only doing reading 1 day a week. And so I want her to do it on a day that it's light schoolwork for my son so that he can kind of work on his own. So I scheduled that to be on Tuesday because while he's doing his copywork, I can be working with her on her reading. And then while he's doing his math on Monday, she can be doing her copywork. And the same can be on Thursday. She can do her copywork while he's doing his math. And then she's doing math 2 days a week. So Friday we didn't have anything. So basically, you get the idea. I'm just filling in our subjects for each day. And then from here, once I have these subjects, I'm going to look at our day in addition to our extra subjects. So I include the extra subjects as history, science, and geography. Those are our extra subjects. So I will look at what we plan to do with that. I follow Ambleside online for history and geography and science. Yes, nature study. So I will figure out our morning basket then. So I think that's probably going to be another video because this is a lot as it is. But this is how I generally work our school year, and it just takes a lot of time. So I can't really sit down and do one whole video while I'm doing it because I do it in phases. I did the yearly calendar first, and then I have to figure out for each child what they have left, and there's a whole lot of mental thought going into this. And then I have to figure out what I want to do for each of them, if I want them to do 4, 3, or 2 lessons a week, and then when I want them to do it each day, and then how will it work out between my daughter and my son and my toddler, when I'll be able to do that. And so it's really a lot of planning for me, but I like the challenge of it. I'm a big planner, so I enjoy the challenge of it. It's a process and it takes time, but I know that there's a plan that's perfect and it will all come together and I'll get to it. And that's what excites me, is getting to that plan. So I don't really know if this video helped you or just confused you more. I hope it didn't confuse you more, but everyone's planning process is unique and different to their homeschool and how their brain works and how they, choose to do things. So I just thought I'd give you a little glimpse into how I personally do things, just to kind of help you, maybe give you ideas on what you can do and how you can approach the planning phase of your homeschool prep. So Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the little bell icon so that you can be notified of my newest videos, and I will see you in the next one.